We're here today at the University of Plymouth to share some of the findings from the 3-year project we've just completing called Singing for Wellness, funded by the National Lottery Community Fund. Wren has been running 3 Singing for Wellness groups across Devon in Honiton, Oakhampton and Torbay, with the view to promoting better social health as well as reinforcing the physiotherapy that people with respiratory illness need to do, and we make that fun.
You look across any repertoire of song and make it manageable for anybody.
So I'm a respiratory physiotherapist by background. I now lecture at the university. My clinical experience with patients with long-term respiratory conditions was just how debilitating their symptoms could be. When I was approached by Wren Music and understood what they were doing with the Singing for Wellness project, it just really resonated with where I felt my clinical experience had taken me. So my desire to help patients self-manage and remain confident and remain socially active was really important to me. So I've been a clinical advisor for them, so I've done some training with their leaders and with their volunteers around airway disease and what that can do to people's breathing patterns and breathing ability, and what it can do to their lifestyle, so that when the choir leaders are using their breathing techniques through their warm-up and also through the actual song explanations, they understand a little bit more about why what they're doing helps so much, and they were able to think about the use of the diaphragm, the pacing of the breath. They were able to adapt that and incorporate it into how they delivered a song and how they enabled their singers to sing however they could sing it. They achieved something, and they realised that not only was it about ability to sing, it was about the impact that had on that person's confidence.
My name is John, and I live in Torquay, and I've been coming to these groups for since November last year, and in fact I go twice a week. I find them so helpful. The main thing I'm looking for is help with breathing and using my lungs to the best advantage. The 20 to 30 minutes of each session is involved in just that. So for me, that is the most beneficial part of it. And then of course doing it together with other people, and one knows that everyone going to these groups, they've got some sort of lung problem. So there's a sort of coming together and a supportive atmosphere.
And what's happened from socialising as well as singing is it's built my confidence, and I now actually work with respiratory hospitals and university projects throughout the country.
Singing, whether it be for your lung health or your mental health, your feeling of well-being, I would recommend it to absolutely anybody.
We want to disseminate all the things that we've learned, because we can't look after everybody that's got respiratory illness in Devon, and so we want to foster more understanding of the benefits of singing for lung health and support other people who are starting their own groups.
When you have a respiratory disease and you have the symptoms associated with it, you're almost scared to leave the house and scared to go to things. And Singing for Wellness has helped them realise that actually with the right group and with the right leadership and the right setting, you can actually achieve way more than you ever thought you could do. And I want to share that with people. I want everyone to know that those are the additional benefits, so that other people who are maybe thinking about setting up similar groups have our research to back that up, so they can use that to go to their funding bodies, to gain grants, to be able to set up those practices. But then also within the medical world, to actually help the consultants, the respiratory nurses, the physios, anyone who's involved with somebody with symptoms of respiratory disease, that there are third sector offers that massively enhance what we offer, and probably are better sometimes than what we offer as medics. So actually I'd really like to share this much more through the NHS links that we have, and actually embed it much more firmly in the research world, so they can evidence-base their practice and actually incorporate much more third sector offers for people that need it.